There you go. And I also have audio now. Okay, guys, welcome to the show. Welcome to Taekwondo. A bit of a strange thing going on. I cannot log on anywhere. It's very strange. So the thing is that in order to show your comments below, I need to log on to another system, vMix social system, and that didn't work today. So I am going to go all the way old school and just get your comments up here one by one, so that I can actually see what's going on and help you, that kind of stuff. Right there. So this is the Facebook comments, and YouTube is also coming right now. Let me do that. So this is a bit of a improvised pre-show. Sorry for that. It's not the way that I typically work, but it seems that this is the way it works today. All right, so welcome, Andy. Okay, now I can see your comments. So welcome, everyone. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Taekwondo. As I said, normally I have these nice, cool comments, but I do see you on my screen. So if you are here, I will definitely contact talk about you. So don't worry about it. We'll just manage to do a different route. First and foremost, hi. Welcome. I'm back. It's been quite a challenge, and we'll be talking about that in today's Taekwondo and what I'm going to do the coming period as well. So let's get things. All right, so welcome again to the show. My name is Petro Verbruggen, and if you would like to support the show, please go ahead and go to techcondo.net, and there you can support the show for $5, $10, and $15 per month, or maybe just a one-timer. That's also like right here how you can do it. So I'm back in the studio. It's been quite a while, actually. I didn't realize it was such a long time, but I think it just happened. First and foremost, there was a combination of a lot of things that were going on in a very short while. So let's say last week we had a song festival where we did quite some really cool stuff with a big 16 by 4 meter screen, very long, definitely not a 16 by 9 or HD setup, but it was really cool with everything in there, like the points that people can give on a song, and then you'll see it going down and back up. It was really cool. That was last week, and we're going to talk about it one by one. The week before, I actually went to my friends at vMix and had a fantastic situation going on where I was actually at the IBC International Broadcasting Conference, Amsterdam, where I had the privilege to talk about vMix the whole day long, which is one of my favorite things to do anyway. So I'm very happy with that as well. And the week before, I was basically I was I was sick. I was not okay. So actually, this is the first time in a month time that I'm here live. So it's quite a thing, and I have to admit, everything that could go wrong, it went wrong. By the way, welcome, Fiona. And one of the things that didn't go well was that I cannot log on to Facebook or YouTube with my computer. I don't know why it happens. There must be one reason for that, but I could not get the comments going, so that's the reason why I have to just mention it to you guys. So first and foremost, let's talk with the lesser was, of course, the sickness of 3 weeks ago, coughing, not feeling well, just better not to go, right? So That's the first reason. But last 2 weeks ago, I had the opportunity to go into to a vMix situation. It was really cool, and now I have to admit that I have to figure out if I can get the picture up and running. Do I have my setup here ready? Because of all the problems that I had, I might not have it with me now at this moment. Yeah, we'll figure it out. So, okay, let's do that very old school. I'm going to show it to you on the camera itself. It's not going to be perfect. So, yes, vMix. So I had the possibility to be together with my friends at vMix. So this is the vMix booth. This is where we were. It was really an awesome time. On the left-hand side, you see Tom Sinclair, American. Then we have Yannick, German reseller. Myself in the middle. Then on the right-hand side, of course, you have Tim on the far right, and in the center, that's I believe his name was James, but he is also a reseller in the UK of vMix, but also all kinds of capture devices, which are really cool that he was there. That was not the only thing that we did. We also went and had some fun if it came to bowling. So I'm thinking, I know that I have that picture as well. So this is the bowling crew. Let's zoom in a little bit. So this is the bowling crew right there. Let's give it some time to adjust. So on the left-hand side, you see Dan and Maggie from X-Keys, and we see some fans, and of course we see Martin and Tim from vMix, and Tom Sinclair with his wife on the far right. I'm in the center, Dan's dead center, and it was really a fantastic situation going on. It was really cool. We saw actually vMix 23. I actually had the privilege of talking about vMix 23 for quite some time, and one of the things that was about vMix 23 what was really cool, which I cannot show you at this moment, but I can talk about it, are two things. First and foremost, SRT. And SRT is a protocol that allows you to have a low latency connection between two setups. On the booth, at the booth of vMix, we had a picture, a video, which was recorded a few milliseconds, and then all across all of the world, like from Australia all the way to the Netherlands. That's literally on the other side of the world, and it was only maybe 70 milliseconds later. So it's like a crazy amount of accuracy, a crazy amount of low latency. I mean, you can actually have a very great conversation like a person that's sitting next to you with SRT. And basically where that is, let me show you where that is going to be so that you know where to find it as soon as 23 is coming out. And by the way, Kathleen, welcome also here at I'm very grateful to be back. Let me make sure that so now this is well, this is what I see. This is my PC, and in order to go to SRT, it's actually add input left below, and then you will find here stream. So apart from stream, it will also then say stream/SRT, and then if you go down here, you will find additional three variants that are related to SRT: caller, rendezvous, and listener. Those are the three, and basically what that means is the caller, then you are actually the caller and you are initiating the connection. If you're the listener, you are not, then the other server is initiating the connection, and rendezvous is just, it will figure out which one is best and will take that one. So that is really cool. Is this a sort of FTL, Fiona asks? It might be. I'm not 100% sure, but it's definitely low latency. So in that case, yes, that's true. But I think it's more of the same technology kinda ish as in, for instance, LiveView that works with. So it's really low latency, and you actually need to set the amount of milliseconds that you are allowed to use. And there's also a way to do that. So I'm going to show that also with not having the correct version, but at least you know where to find it. So going back to this screen right here, let me get rid of that for now. Here, besides the hamburger menu, you also see the performance indicators. If you click on that, now you don't see a tab, but now in the future version, there will be 2 tabs, and you can just select the one that you would like to have, and that will be then the SRT one. So that's a way that you can figure out how many milliseconds of delay that you have round trip, and that is the least amount that you need to take. So you just need to add a few additionally to make it 100% perfect. Yeah, it's quite difficult to understand, Fiona. I totally understand that, but for me it's really important, because for me it will be a game changer, and it has everything to do with what I did for the song contest. So I'm going to talk about that as well. So don't worry about it. It's coming. Next up is the next feature is a multitude of audio buses. So in your current version, you actually have 3 audio buses. I actually have 2 in use at this moment. So you have the master and A, but there's also a B as well. So you have master, A, and B, and those are the actual ones that you at that time have. But with version 23, it goes up to G, so that's 8 audio buses. Now, for a lot of people out there, it doesn't make any sense to do that, and I understand that. But think about it: multiple languages. So if you have a stream, I mean, a big stream coming out, like korfball or maybe Olympic Games or whatever, then you might want to have a multitude of different languages. Also, you want maybe to defer or route audio of a video to a screen that's local on the venue, but not everything, because otherwise the presenter will always hear his own echo. So you want to prevent that. So you want only to provide that audio if that audio is needed, right? So it gives you a lot more of possibilities there. Fiona says she's trying to understand, but it will be useful on platforms such as Facebook. It's not for that. It's really for interconnection. So if you would have a camera, which I really would like to have almost near time in my production, we can set up an SRT connection, Fiona, and we can have a few milliseconds delay between what you're doing right there and what I see right here, which allows me to have a vMix to vMix connection, which is really cool, right? But it's not for streaming to Facebook or to YouTube. So in that case, it's not FTL or FTL. Kathleen says the folk at vMix are so wonderful, always giving us cool new stuff. Yeah, and that's another thing. It's for free. So if you're currently on version 22 and you purchased the vMix version, I believe it's after a year ago or something. So after a year ago, then it will be for free. So you don't have to pay for that upgrade. If not, then at least it's $60. So it's very quick. So it's one of the two: null, zero, nothing, niente, nix, zero, or $60. So those are the two options that we have. And $60 is quite okay, I believe. I mean, Martin is doing a great job. Tim is doing a great job. Actually, everybody at vMix is doing a great job. Wood. Fiona says nice. And welcome, Stuart. What's going on? How are you? Oh yeah, by the way, I didn't say that. I had a really horrible experience today with putting the comments in. I could not log on to both Facebook and to YouTube. It was simply not possible at all, and I don't know why it was hanging. I have no clue what's going on. Maybe my connection is not okay, so that's the reason why I'm reading whatever you're talking about. So just a quick FYI. And that's my dad picking me during during my show, which is cool. Anyway, so that's vMix 23, which was really great, and I still had a fantastic day. I was there for 3 days. Actually, come to think of it, at the first I was like, let's try 2 days, and after that I was like, well, let's do 3 days, and I was actually very happy that I did 3 days. So 3 days standing in the booth of vMix, which looks like this. So sorry for being very low tech at this moment, but hey, that's the way it is, right? This was the booth of vMix right there. So vMix in Europe, in Amsterdam, is a little bit smaller than at NAB, but hey, give it some time to. There you go. So that is the booth that we were in. So behind that door, we had a place where we could sit down, relax, and have some meetings with suppliers and clients. And the left-hand side, you have the vMix 22, and on the right-hand side, vMix 23. So that is the way that it worked, which was really, really, really awesome. Give it some time to. There you go. I'm back. And so here, this is cool to show. So actually, we had some time left. So what we did was we created a upside down picture because, of course, it was down under. Australia is down under. It's the opposite side of the world, which is really cool. And yeah, so that's that. And there was another thing. I was also at the X-Keys studio, which was really cool. And so I'll also show you that in the meantime. So here you have it. vMix, X-Keys, and myself as Taekwondo are all three in the same studio setup. And it's Lego, so I'm a very happy camper at that. So let me see. Fiona says, "Oh, I just have bought an Elgato Camlink 4K today. Awesome! That would be great. I think that would be a very good thing for you, Fiona, because you will be able to, let's say." Be able to do Zoom calls with your client and show you exactly what's going on your system, and also switch between the cameras. So that's absolutely fantastic. Oh my God, Fiona says, you have a Lego person. That's so cool. I know, I am. I have a Lego person. I am, and actually to show you a little bit more about that, the Lego person. That Lego person was everywhere. So let me quickly go into checking out where I can find that other picture, because I was not only there, I actually was also here. You see what Dan is holding? Let me zoom in a little bit. Zooming in a little bit. There you go. That was me. Also, of course, SRT was, of course, a big thing. So I was definitely also looking at that as much as I could, checking it out, thinking, well, what is it? What can it do? How can I use it? And of course, I was also at the Bird Dog booth. There you are. That's me right there. Give it some time to... Come on. Give it some time to lock to it. There you are. Together with my camera. And last but not least, I was also at the vMix booth, of course. On the X-Keys. Right there. So sorry again for being a little bit low tech at this moment, but hey, it's still good enough. I had so much problems with logging on that I was like, oh well, you know. Anywho, so that was IBC 2019. Also, another thing that I was really passionate about is the new ATM switcher. Now, ATM is a hardware switcher, and actually my very first streaming product, which was actually a switcher, was the ATM Television Studio, which was a hardware. It could only run 1080, but it was interlaced. It was not a perfect situation. However, I used it for about 3-4 years. But now they also are going to ship the ATM Mini, and I will show you what that is. Just give me a few seconds to get things aligned here so that I can show you my screen. There you go. And well, let's do it like this. So this is the ATM Mini, and this is basically it. So it's a very small product. You put in 4 HDMI power, and you can cut between them. You can auto fade with it, and a lot of other things. It's really aimed for online creators, for Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and of course also Skype for business presentations. This is the back end, and this is basically it. It's really a small device. You can actually also use it without the computer, but with the computer it is a much more of a professional device. So and the cool part is, guess what? Guess how much it costs? Well, I can tell you it's only $300, so it's not that expensive. So that's also the reason why I decided on purchasing it, because I will also occasionally go on vacation, and if I'm on vacation, I want to be able to mimic my studio a little bit, right? It doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be like I can do here, so hello there, or this one, or this one. So that's not the issue, but I want to have at least 2 cameras that I can use to talk to you, to show you some stuff, etc. So that I can, for instance, have a camera mounting like so that I can show you what I'm unboxing or something when I'm not here in the Netherlands, but somewhere else. So that is for me the use case, but definitely also another use case is that maybe I'm going to use it at work for presentations, that kind of stuff. But it's really a cool stuff, and it's only $300. That's, well, in comparison, nothing. Comparison-wise, it's of course a lot of money. If you don't have the money, that's totally okay. Did you get to Keeper? You probably mean my Lego. Yes, I'll show you. Just give me a few seconds. There you go. All right, so this is. Let me prepare it a little bit. I'll just prepare it right here. And because I have the possibilities of the camera, why not use it? So let's start. Oh, that's the wrong one. Cam 2. Oh, Cam 1 then. Still the wrong one. Connection time. Oh, I didn't put it in. Oh, that's right. I didn't put in the network cable of that camera. But let's do it like this then, or maybe something else. Let's do it like this. I have something here as well, so I can also introduce that in the meantime. So let's give you some time to. Oh, I'll just put it right here. And then I'll use this one to zoom in. Yes. So doing it on the job, thinking of what it can do. Yeah, something like that. Oh, That's too much. That's too much. Come on. Zooming in again. Happy day. Like so. Like so. Zooming out a bit because, of course, you want to see the device as well that I want to show. A little bit like so. Come on. That's it. All right. Boom. That's another thing that I wanted to show you today as well. I actually bought something really cool, and that is this device by Xkeys. And let's talk about it. Let's talk about that device as well. Thank you for saying that, my dad. That is a nice T-shirt. It is from MKHD. I don't know. I can tell it like 20 times, but it's from a YouTuber, and I like his style. So yeah, the product that I want to talk to you about is this product by Xkeys. It is the XKA64 Jog T-Bar. So this is really meant for instant replay. So if you have a sporting event, football, soccer, korfball, that kind of stuff, then you want to be able to quickly replay a goal or a fault or something seriously happening at the event, the sporting event. And because I want to extend my events, I was thankfully enough that I could get that product from Xkeys so that I can review it, but also can use it. So I had to pay for it, but you know what I mean, right? So it is a really nice. And now that I have a full version of vMix, I really wanted to go with all 4 cameras and make it really cool. So I am really pumped about that, because one of the things that I have always missed is the possibility to do sporting events. And with my business, that's definitely what I want to have in my belt, so that I can actually do that. Good. My dad says, Kathleen, it's great to see you. Awesome. I love that you are talking to each other. I really appreciate it. Oh, you got it. Fiona says, yes, I do have it. The XKA64. And it's fantastically easy to set up. It's really just a 4-button push, 4 buttons or something that you have to push in vMix, and everything is set up. It's great. Now I have to admit, the replay function within vMix, but that's in general not vMix as a software, but the replay as itself, instant replay, is very difficult to learn. So I actually I've asked Tom Sinclair, who I worked with at IBC, if it would be possible to have the ability also to see his training. And he told me that even though the training was already done, he did a training totally with the Xkeys 64, so that this product right here with a jog shuttle. So let's go into it a little bit. So this is the way that you can very quickly scroll through the video to figure out what's the starting point of the goal that you want to do. This here is to make it frame by frame, to say, okay, so I'm almost at where I am, then I need to go this way, that way, and I say just in, that's the in point, out point, and then you can run it, you can play it, and then with this lever, this T-bar, you can actually change the speed so that it's less of a that the speed is less, so that you can actually see what actually happened fully, which is really cool, really cool. Flippy feet are pretty awesome. I don't have the flippy feet yet. I have something else, and I have to admit that's if I have anything to be negative about, it's those feet right here. Those feet. Because they're really easy to get rid of, but they can really easily get off the system. But that's the only thing that I have a little bit of a problem with, and I love the way that it looks. Let me go again to this shot. Look at that. This is a fantastic. It looks very beautiful. It's very robust, and I still need to learn how to use it. Okay, so yeah, so I talked about vMix 23. So look out for SRT. Look out for 8 audio buses. Those are the two things that I'm aware of for version 23. I also know something about 24, which I'm not allowed to say anything about, which is so difficult. But I'm not going to tell you anything about it. I had to put blood on it. I had to say something about it, but it's really cool. And I think there's also a Petra function coming. It's going to be very, very small. It's a very small tweak, and you probably will never use it, but I use it all the time, so I'm very happy if that's going to be fixed. So probably will have my own Petra tweak as well in vMix 24. Let me see. So Fiona says, so Flippy Feet, Kathleen says, Fiona says, yes, but that's easy for you, not for mere mortals. Well, like I said, the instant replay is definitely not easy, even not for me. The German guy, Ivan, he was fantastic with instant replay. He could easily explain it to people. The only thing was he had a lot of experience, because what he does during the day, he's actually the son of the German reseller of vMix, but he is also, during the day, he actually works at the channel, and he does sports all day long. Period. You don't have to say anything else about that, but the fact that he knows vMix so well gives me a good feeling. And I know also that vMix is widely used in areas that I didn't even think about, like Dutch korfball, which is a sport which is like basketball, but a bit, I would say, laid back, a little bit less aggressive, but. Korfball is only really played in 2 countries, the Netherlands and in Belgium, and all of the major games are all via vMix. So, and that's also on Dutch television, which is fantastic. Also, another thing that I know was that the solar vehicle challenge in Australia, especially the Dutch part of it, is also totally in vMix. I didn't know. Love it to know those things. So it's basically a very good product. That's we already knew that, right? Let me see. Fiona, yeah, maybe, but we can't get them over here. In fact, that I don't have an excuse big enough to get is my material. Ah, come on. You can do that. Just give it some time, Fiona. My dad says I'm too old grasping all that new technology. That's not true. That's absolutely not true. My dad, he's lying. Sorry to say. Just FYI for the people that don't know my dad is 75 years old, and you might think he's doing some old stuff like, you know, building pirate ships or fishing or something like that, but nothing is further from the truth. He has a video hobby, which is really great. He has its own YouTube channel, Echo Tapper, go and see that, where he puts slow motion videos of bees and butterflies, so that you can get restful. He actually also creates his own music fully on iPad, which is really cool. He does that very good. And also he is working on AI, so artificial intelligence and machine learning. So if he says something about technology being a lot for him, he is definitely lying, right? But He does a great job. Um, let me see. Let me see. Never too old. Kathleen says it just takes time. Yeah, it's okay. So excited about the Petra function. Yeah, it would be cool. I actually told Martin myself. I said, "This is the problem that I'm facing. This is what needs to be done," and basically, it's probably going to put it in because he thought it was a good idea, and it was really. I think for him, it's maybe 30 minutes of work. So probably it's in there. Gotta check out the Echo Tapper YouTube channel. Yes, you should. That's great. Please subscribe to his channel. It's really cool if you would do that because he's doing a great job. Which brings me to the next point, and that is what I did last week, which is fantastic. I mean, this is a catch-up video because it's been quite some time. So last week I was at a song contest. There we go again. Low tech, sorry about that. And the song contest, what I did, I was in charge of a big screen. And how big? Well, let me show you how it looked when it was not yet fully done. There you go. So this is the screen right there. Give it some time to zoom in. So that is a screen right there, and it looks gorgeous and big. So that screen needed to get some graphics. So that's exactly what I did, and it looked like so. So let me try to. And that is what it looked like right there. Give it some time to come on. So much notifications popping up. Give it some time to. Now, come on. It doesn't want to be sharp. There you go. There you go. So that you can see that what I have right there is on the screen. And I actually used two vMixes side by side to do this, which is really cool to do. One vMix was literally there at the venue, and the other one was here in the studio, where I also had the live views coming in. That was a roaming reporter that was going behind the scenes, showing some really cool stuff, and it looked great. I actually have a small video. It's not in Dutch. It's in dialect, so even Dutch people will not be able to understand it. But it's really gorgeous. So I'm gonna show it to you anyway. Is it this? I think so. Yeah, this is it. Need to have some audio here. There you go. Okay, I don't know how that sounded, but it was a really nice carnival music, and it looked great. And my job was to not only have the graphics there on the big screen, but also putting in the lyrics, putting in videos that announced the candidate, putting in the live view with the roaming reporter. Later on, putting in another live view with a green screen, and on top of that some jury members, and on the right hand side I can actually show that part as well, the points, the points that you got. So and it looked like this. So on the left hand side for you, that's a green screen and two people in front of it. On the right hand side, you see the points that go to the songs, and because of that, you know who wins. And what they win was a production of their song in a professional studio, and on top of that, a video clip. So the four people that won got that, and I'm very lucky that two of the four people are actually friends of mine. So I'm really happy with that. All right, so that looks amazing. Yeah, it is. It looks very amazing. Another thing that I want to talk to you about, this is the last of today, and it will take just a few minutes to show it to you, is that I will be going away for a few weeks. I'm going to Canada and to the US, first and foremost, of course, to the Portland area. And I will also go to. I thought I would go to Los Angeles. However, that is for me cancelled, which is totally fine because now I can go to Vancouver in Canada, British Columbia, and I'm really pumped about that. So, but in order, if I'm there, I want to go back to a weekly process of going every week. Next week I will be here, by the way, in this studio, but I wanted to let you understand that I am going away for a bit. But I was thinking about what can I do to make a show still when I'm there. Of course, I can do in real life, which I will definitely try to do, but I don't know what the weather is going to be like. But in cases that it's not good weather, I want to have a show. Now, I do not have the ATM Mini switcher yet, but I do have my Surface Pro, which is an i5 processor, and I have been thinking about maybe I can use it for streaming, and I have to admit, granted that it's not perfect, but I have figured it out. I can actually stream live from my Surface Pro. And to show that very quickly how I want to do it, I want to log onto the system and show you a little bit of what I have, and I want to compare it with the show that I have right now set up so that you know what the difference is. So I have to log on and it recognizes me. So this is the show, the way that it is here in the studio. So you see I have quite a lot of inputs. I have about 30 inputs that I use for the show, which is quite a lot, right? So now I need to do a quick vmix. Yes. Where is this? I'm trying to desktop capture. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, so now I am going to add my Surface quickly on NDI. That's it right there. Okay, so there it is. So this is my Surface, and this is a vMix on my small computer right here. And as you can see, it loads up. It actually has a, now let me get rid of the audio if there's audio, remove the audio. So I actually could do this like roughly like this. So I can actually talk like this. I have my go live moment here. I can actually run my leader, and of course I can also say that I can also do the comments here, and last but not least my name, right, like so. So I'm actually very happy with this setup right here, because I would love to remain doing this product. But again, this is an i5 processor, so it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be 100% fluent, but it's really nice. Kathleen says, no VidSummit for you. Unfortunately, no VidSummit for me. Basically, they requested somebody else, and they is not David Deloria, but they is the Vid Summit organization. So unfortunately, I'm not part of it. I know that Loria is going to go to Vid Summit to talk to people and have a session, but unfortunately, I'm not there. But on the other hand, I don't care because I am going to go to Vid Summit. Sorry, to Vid Summit. I'm going to go to Vancouver, British Columbia, which is really nice, and I'm really looking forward to it. While you did searching all by yourself, that's yeah. Well, looking back at the song contest, I did everything myself, and it was. But apart from two or three issues, it went very fluid the whole evening. So I was really happy with that. And New Zealand, Geert asks, New Zealand, no, not now, Geert. I'm not going to New Zealand. Way too far, way too expensive. Not doing that. Maybe in the future, someday. And it looks fine. That's using the Surface Pro camera. Not so bad. No, it's not that bad at all. It's not perfect. I wanted to make it as easy as possible, and of course with the ATM switcher, which is coming in November. Too late for my visit to the US at this moment, but for next year I can actually have a small a piece which is very small. It's like this big that I can actually bring along together with this computer. I will have two cameras switching, which is perfect for me. I don't need more than that. Really, not more than that. Well, that was the final thing of today. So I think that we have catched up. So we talked about me being a little bit ill. Nothing to worry about, but that was 3 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I was at IBC. 3 days of really coolness, and I am really hoping that I can return next year, and then I will go all 5 days. I love it, love it, love it. By the way, one thing that I did understand now is that personal hygiene is really, really important because you shake a lot of hands during these conferences. So you have to clean your hands more often than you think, because last week I was also a little bit ill, but that's another thing. Geert says, always welcome in New Zealand. I know. We'll try to do something, but it's, like I said, quite expensive. What are you streaming in ATM, Petra, by the way? Does your page have 1080? So no, my page my page on Facebook is still 720. My page on YouTube, which I'm also on at this moment, is 1080. Unfortunately, not 1080 yet, but we'll figure something out in the future. But I have to also admit that I've not been that much online the last 3 weeks, so I have to restart that process again and being every week again. And that's also the reason why it's so important to go with this beautiful Surface. $650 a year ago. Best computer ever. Only because of the price. So I'm really looking forward to trying it out. It will not be perfect, but I will also bring along my live view, so I will be able to do a in real life situation as well. Okay, that's it for today. Next week, a normal Tech Condo. I have to still think about what to talk about, but at least you guys are back aligned with what I've done so far, and I cannot wait to go back to a weekly show. Have a fantastic rest of the Saturday or Sunday if you're already on Sunday, and I will see you on the next one. Probably, maybe, if I have some time tomorrow, I will also go live doing some Legos. Not sure about that yet. Maybe I do. I do still have the Tenta V4, which is not fully, which I only did the first 2 bags. So it might be that I'll do something with that on Mixer, but I'm not sure of that. All right. See you around. Have a fantastic weekend, and see you on the next one.